Hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a first timer, I thank you for passing by. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I would also encourage you to consider subscribing to this channel so that you can follow my videos whenever I upload. And also to hit the bell button, the bell sign there that you see below, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to receive it, or among the first. However, if you're an old timer, I thank you for passing by once again. I thank you for watching my videos. I thank you for your likes. I thank you for your comments. I thank you for being there for me and being there for this channel. Yeah, thank you very, very much. My name is Chibuzo OGADI'S. I am a mom of 4. I'm a health worker. I live here in Italy with my husband and my 4 kids, and I'm also a digital business entrepreneur. Yeah, I started exploring the online space about that was in February, and what I'm seeing, I like it. I like it so much. So why not? I said, let me also introduce it to you guys. Let me introduce it to you. Though it's not what I want to speak today, what I want to talk about today, but I also want to introduce myself as that. Yeah, because I'm an entrepreneur working in the digital space also. I'm a health worker and I love what I do. So if you would also want to explore the online space, you should also consider of contacting me in private so that I can link you up. It's a nice business. It's a business that we have been into, and it's a business that has been there for the past 40 years. The company we associate with, the company we are collaborating with, has been for the past 40 years, and is a company that is really giving out bonuses that are excellent. Okay, yeah, their compensation plan is very, very wonderful. So if you would consider, if you would consider joining, you can contact me in private and I will hook you up. I will also leave my link, the link to my website, so that you can also visit it and book your spot, because we have workshops 2 times a week, and these workshops are free of cost, just to inform you, to present the business plan to you, and to tell you everything you would want to know about the business. And you can also have the possibility of asking questions. Yeah, so consider also of joining for one of these workshops. It presents the business and it helps you also to know who we are, what we do, and how we do it. So I love helping people, hardworking people, to join. So if you would, if you are considering of joining the online space, so just contact me in private. I will be so glad to help you to join. So that is it. Though I'm not talking business today, I have something else completely different to talk about today. So I have my Facebook account, my Facebook page where I run business, my Instagram page where I run business. So if you wouldn't mind, I will also drop the link to them so that you can also follow me and be updated, okay, about my business. Yeah, today, really, what I want to tell you all is about my journey with COVID-19 when I was pregnant. I had my baby, who is 8 months now. I had him in November, so you can imagine that I really had him in a pandemic, in the full pandemic. Okay, I had him last year when the pandemic it was just during the winter periods is worsens, because joined with the influenza and everything. I don't know whether so it's that's it. I had him in November last year during the pandemic. So my story today is just how I managed and how I was able to scale through by the grace of God during the pandemic with a pregnancy, having COVID-19. Yeah. I'm a health worker, just as I said earlier, and I was working in the forefront when this pandemic broke out. I am on maternity leave now, so that's why I said I was. So the pandemic broke out here in Italy where I live. We started the lockdowns by ending of February. They started with the schools. The boys started staying home from school already by February. And I was between work, the kids, their assignments, their classes, because I would print their assignments from the computer, place it for them, prepare everything. I'll go to work. When I come home, I'll still control and upload the assignments and send to their teachers. It was a very, very terrible and hectic situation, with the fear of bringing home the virus, with the fear of everything was just, and nobody, because we know that this virus, now they are knowing more about it, but when it broke out, nobody knew how the virus behaves, nobody knew anything about it. So it was a very critical situation, and it was a very hectic one for everybody. So, and for me especially, working in the health sector with kids, fear of bringing it home, everything, it was just, and do you know what? Despite all this stress, I now found out to be pregnant. The world let loose on me because I was afraid. If I have this virus in pregnancy, how is it going to be? Oh, I was just shattered, I would say. I was shattered. But I still glorify God, because in every situation the Bible said I should give glory to God, because He knows and He plans everything for His children, no? So I went through a lot in my head, but at the long run I accepted it. I said thanks to God who have sent you. Though after the third pregnancy I said I was okay with having kids, but this boy had to come because the Lord said he has to come. So I accepted him. Why not? And the journey began. Here in Italy, when you are pregnant and you're working in the health sector, you will immediately communicate to them, and you stay home from the moment you communicate, because we know the risk that could be associated being pregnant and working in the health sector, no? So I did not communicate immediately, because I was like, is it true? Is it not true? I have to do a second test to be sure, so that I wouldn't tell them that I am pregnant and I'll stay home in this pandemic that everybody is running helter-skelter, and there is such shortage of health personnel, and I will stay home just like that. No. So I communicated a little bit late. Now, when I now finally communicated, I stayed home. But 14 days prior to my staying home, I had done a prick test. That's the test that was done just to see whether you have come in contact with the virus, not the nasal swab that they do. This one was doing just like this diabetic prick. It was done, and I was negative 14 days before. Now, when I now stayed home, they still contacted me. That was 14 days after, and they told me that I had to come to work and do another COVID-19 test. I said, why? They said, because some of your colleagues resulted positive in the long run, so you should come back and do a COVID-19 test again. I was like, oh, why all this disturbance again? I'm at home. Can't you let me have peace? They said you should come. Even if you don't want to do the test, at least come and sign that you don't want to do the test, so that we will not be held responsible if anything should happen to you. My husband was like, no, don't go, don't go and expose yourself there. I said, let me just still go, because it's a matter of responsibility, no? If I should be positive without knowing and I'm asymptomatic, I can go on transmitting it to other people without knowing, and somebody who is very delicate in health can get it, and it will be the end of the person. I said, let me just go. I went, but when I was going, I was just double-minded, I was afraid what to be found out. So, but I still went, and I remember I went very late that day. It was the 25th. It was the 25th of April last year. So I went very late, so that maybe before I got there, they could have finished and went away, so that I would say that when I got there, they had gone away. But when I went there, they were still waiting for me. They were waiting for me. And when I got there, I was like, oh, you people should please change your gloves. Please change. I was just, I was afraid. I was afraid, just like every other person. I was working in the forefront, but I'm still human. We that work in the forefront, we are humans. The fright that other people outside are going through is the same with us. It's the same with us. Yeah. It's as though we because when you have the passion for soul, when you have the passion for human life, when you have the passion for helping people get better, you will do it, despite the fact that you are putting your own life at risk. But you have signed for that, no? So I went, then we did the test, And they now told me, okay, you go home. After your dog will tell you, will notify you. We wouldn't be told, neither will your director be told for privacy's sake. So you go home and your dog will notify you of what the result is. I said, okay, there is no problem. I went home and it was okay. I went that on 25th and I waited 26, 27, 28 before my dog now called me. When my dog called me, she was like, oh, how are you feeling? I said, I'm okay. How is it that you are? I said, dog, what is it? She was just beating about the bush. She didn't want to come straight. She was like, routine questions most times that dogs ask, and especially I was pregnant and she knew, so she was now asking and asking and asking. I said also of the pregnancy symptoms, whether they were heavy on me. I said I've had 3 babies before now. Definitely the pregnancy signs are there, but it's nothing because I have been through it. I know how to manage them. And she was just like she was continuing to ask questions now. I was becoming also very nervous because what is he going to arrive at? What is the she was like, she still continued because she wanted to calm me down, all those stuff, no. And at the long run I told her, doc, just tell me, am I positive of COVID-19? And she was still, okay, no, all those stuff, no. I was wanting to know from her, but she was not coming forth. So, but at the long run, I got the answer. You'll get to know about the answer in the second part of this video. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Please, if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing, because I would come with the second part of this story. I will tell you, and also the impact it had and how it all ended. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if you have not done so. Also hit the like button, please. Leave your comments below. Hit the bell button so that when I upload any video, you will also be notified. So thank you. Whoever is going through a problem of COVID-19 in pregnancy, or even COVID-19 generally, I pray in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth that the Lord will touch you with his finger and your story will not remain the same. The Lord will change your situation, and it is that your situation I wanted to let you know. As the Jesus spoke and told them, when they told him that Lazarus was sick, there was a word that Jesus said. He said he was sleeping. Now Lazarus was dead. Sorry. I'm very sorry. He said he was not dead, he was sleeping. And when they continued, there was a word that Jesus said that I hold on to. He said, his situation is not unto death, but to the glory of God. So that your situation is not unto your death, but is to the glory of the Lord. That the Lord shall be glorified in that your situation, and you are coming out of it more victorious. So thank you for watching. Subscribe. Thanks and bye. Look out for the part 2 of this. And I'll also be coming up with series of breastfeeding because I have a lot. I'm a mother of 4. So you can imagine that I have a lot also to give. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.